What are your ways of expressing affection to the people you love? Are you more of a gift-giving person, or words of affirmation, or even physical touch? My favorite, if you can't tell, is hugs. In all of these photos is a bright smile on all faces. Hugs present a form of communication that is impactful, even without words. Hugs can be happy, like this photo of my sister and I hugging our Chu Michelle after years apart. But hugs, they can also be sad, like this photo of my Chakel hugging my Volvo after she had a stroke. Today, I'm going to be talking about the importance of hugging and why we should not take it for granted. On a tragic day of 2013, a wind turbine caught on fire, leaving two young mechanics in a very difficult position. As these two strangers were trapped on top of a turbine, they shared a hug. At their last moments of life, they decided to hug each other. This hug not only symbolizes the connection between two people who mutually felt complete hopelessness and fear, but it symbolizes that a hug is not just a hug, but it is a feeling of comfort, support, and hope in a dire situation. After hearing this story, I thought of impactful hugs in my life. I once had an unforgettable hug. My grandma, Vovó, who is from Brazil, had a stroke nearly a year and a half ago. I went to visit her during spring break of last year. My Vovó is a light to the world. She is beautiful, funny, and her love for life overflows. On my trip to Brazil, I was with her almost every day. I would snuggle up with her on the small hospital bed and hug her until my arms went numb. But then came the day that I had to leave. I was dreading going back to the US when I was so content and happy in Brazil. My most cherished memory was when I was saying my last goodbye. I gave her a hug. And at this moment, I could feel our hearts connected in the last hug we shared together. I felt comfort in her arms, and I know she felt the same. But a hug does not have to possess such importance to have the same effect. In a study from the Department of Psychology at the University of North Carolina, almost 200 people were given the stressful task of public speaking, like I'm doing right now. Before this task, 100 people shared a 20-second hug with their partner, while the other half sat quietly. All people in the hugging group showed lower stress levels. Having a supportive hug for 20 seconds actually decreased stress. Today, I found it the best time to test this out. Before I got on stage, I shared an amazing 20-second hug. Thanks, Mom. And I feel so much more confident than I was before. This is called the 20-second rule. One of the special characteristics of just a 20-second hug is that it increases many hormones in our bodies that make our lives better. From a study, Dr. John Ostrom from the Linköping University shows us that hugs release oxytocin, which not only causes stress chemicals like cortisol to drop, but also helps lower our blood pressure. From a study from Stacy Colino, an award-winning medical author, shows us that hugs release the feel-good hormone, serotonin, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel happy, confident, and calm. Hugs are not one-sided either. A hug can be gifted and received at the same time. We've been talking about how a hug can help you, but they make the same impact on the person in your arms. Think of the last time you hugged someone you loved, and reflect on how you felt after that interaction. Hugs form a connection without words. I like to think of it as a piece of art I saw a few months ago called The Anatomy of a Hug by Luna Lu. This artwork not only expresses that a hug is embracing the other person's body, but it is when two hearts touch. When two hearts touch, they become uniquely connected in a way only achievable through hugging. Think of your family, your friends, children, and more loved ones in your mind. I'm going to challenge you to hug someone you love and see how your day and their day is affected. During rough times, or good ones, hugs can bring joy. Hugs are a gift from the world, and we shall embrace them while we can. Thank you.